The Bengals destroyed the Steelers last week. We're underway in the Queen City. Returnable for Roberts. He's got room to the outside. Can he turn the corner? Yes, he can. Roberts down the sideline, and a strong start for L.A.
And they've gotten him the last two ball games.
Nickel package here for Cincinnati. Herbert steps up in the pocket. He will sling it downfield, and it's caught for a first down by Keenan Allen, who is Mr. Third Down.
He made a heck of a play there in Los Angeles, going right back to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Quick snap, play fake, Herbert, deep ball, downfield, it's caught! Williams rolls inside the 5. They get the big play early. Shotgun, Herbert floats in, bobbled, incomplete. Parham, the intended target. Mike Hilton pulling a Dikembe Mutombo.
They don't want to waste this opening drive.
Motion man, Guyton. Fourth down. Hooks a pass. A fastball. Caught. Keenan Allen. Hot throw handled for the touchdown. That was a bullet. And this drive reminds you of why the Chargers got everybody's attention early in the season. Extra point. No good. Second down and 8. Uzama, the motion man. Burrow, deep drop. Burrow in some trouble. Ball gets knocked away. Nwosu was there defensively, and the Chargers take over. They forced the turnover, and it's Nwosu. It's a dime package now for Cincinnati. 3rd and 16. Dump off. Eckler turns it upfield. Eckler comes up short of the first down, but now very much in field goal range for LA. Chargers have had 11 different kickers since 2014, the most in the NFL over that span. 43-yard attempt. Dustin Hopkins nails it. Bengals currently would be the number 5 seed in the AFC at 7-4. They face a 3rd and 14. Burrow, deep shot, is caught by Higgins. First down. That's second highest in the NFL behind the Rams, who are at a whopping 88%. Burrow, downfield, Chase bobbles, intercepted. Michael Davis in the right spot. Chase thought he had a touchdown, and instead it's a turnover.
This is the 8th drop of the year for Jamar Chase, who was probably thinking end zone as soon as the ball hit his hands, and he popped it up for Michael Davis.
Yet comes away with the INT.
Why you never give up on anything.
Herbert loading up, showing off the arm. Jump ball, Mike Williams with the grab.
A little extra protection to give Mike Williams a chance.
Second down and 4, Herbert sees the opening, slides. Shotgun. Wide open, Keenan Allen, touchdown. Herbert with a strike. And Allen's got his second of the day. First down on the final play of the quarter. Instead, 3rd and 16. Aaron snap. Burrow recovers. Rainbow is incomplete, looking for T. Higgins. 13-year veteran Kevin Huber will punt it. Andre Roberts standing at his own 29. Not much of a rush. Sailing kick. Flag down. Roberts tries to book it to the outside. Gets out of there. Herbert buys time. Home run ball. Incomplete. Nickel package for LA. A 3rd and 8 for Cincinnati. Burrow in trouble. Slam down at the 15-yard line. Justin Jones gets home.
Teams have had time of possession 10 minutes or more than the Chargers have had.
Single setback. Eckler slicing across midfield. Wilson's numbers have been actually pretty good in the second half. Got to get off to a better start, settle down, and he's obviously done that so far for New York. Fake the handoff. Herbert's got time. Herbert, end zone, battle, caught, touchdown, Guyton. Justin Herbert, a howitzer of an arm. in a matchup with Jesse Bates. LA will go for 2 up 22-0. Trickery. Allen to throw it. On time to Herbert. The connection made. And this has been a clinic. Bengals have won 2 in a row. They haven't won 3 in a row since 2015. Burrow, wide open. Tyler Boyd, big gain for Boyd. Into LA territory, brought down inside the 40. This is not something that they've dealt with a whole lot this season. Burrow drops back and hits Tyler Boyd over the middle. 2nd down and 2. Uzama in motion. Burrow. End zone. Oh, what a grab! Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson 34 of 35 on point actions this season. And of course, he pushed it wide. Herbert dealt with a lot of pressure against the Broncos front. 1st down. Herbert steps, delivers, catch made, Jared Cook. And the tight end has got a 1st down and makes the connection. Jared Cook, 1st down, Los Angeles.
He threw that one so that if Jared Cook couldn't catch.
Step. Herbert, check down, catch made. Eckler short and loses the ball. Jesse Bates comes out of there with it. And he's tackled by Herbert in the open field. Cough it up on this hit. And Eckler loses it, falling to the ground. 2nd and goal for Cincinnati. Burrow steps up, runs for the touchdown. Joe Burrow, he trusts that knee. He's built up to it this season coming off the surgery.
The way back with him. He's done a heck of a job turning around that series.
Taping up the right pinky of Burrow. Herbert now goes to work. Leads his receiver Guyton, who gets stood up for LA. Shotgun for Herbert on 2nd and 5. Waits and throws. Puts up with Keenan Allen.
Toughness is going to be a big part of this thing.
No doubt. He took that white tape that was on it, wrapped it up and tossed it into the garbage. Herbert gets sacked by Ogunjobi. The backup quarterback is Brandon Allen if they need him. Meanwhile, LA faces a 2nd and 19. Herbert pump. Herbert sacked again.
Look at where they're playing back, trying to concede that space, but nothing behind them.
3rd and 25. Herbert up top. Intercepted. The pick made by Awuzie. And he takes it back to the 44. Make them pay.
And initially, he was behind him. Josh Palmer's behind Awuzie, but he doesn't give up on the play. Goes back to the eyes and the hands of Josh Palmer. See how he plays through him? Turns his head back and fights him for the football and takes.
Nickel package here for Los Angeles. 2nd and 10. Running play. P-Ryan. Big gain. Rumbles across the 40-yard line for 17. 2nd and 10. Burrow. Short throw. Catch. P-Ryan. And hit down low by Tranquil.
He's trying to get him up there for the spike. Trying to clock it.
6 seconds. 5 seconds. And Burrow.
What it's like for a ball to spin off a back finger and what kind of damage that can cause.
Burrow throws it. And a rope. All right, at 3rd and 3 now for Cincinnati. Opening drive of the 3rd. Burrow, a floater. Caught. Tyler Boyd. 1st down.
Can he make a drive throw inside if he needs to? Dime
package here for Los Angeles. Burrow has the time, throws it on a line. Catch made by Higgins. And longer, 7 of 8. This one just inside, 48 yards away. McPherson knocks it through.
been number 81, Mike Williams, for the Chargers.
He had the quick start, 4 catches, 92 yards. Over the middle, and fumbling again is Eckler. A scrap for the ball. Bengals come away with it. Jermaine Pratt.
Involved there before the hit by Hilton. I think this will stand, and it should be the Bengals' ball. And that offensive line that had to be retooled before kickoff is playing better as the game goes on.
Pirine in there, 3rd and 4. Burrow, catch made, first down, spin by Chase. First down, Cincinnati. A jump. Mixon takes it inside the 10. From the 7. Boyd goes in motion. Burrow on a gill. Stop and go. Mixon, the patience and vision for the touchdown. 9 straight games. Joe Mixon has put the ball in the end zone.
Remember, no Linval Joseph at all today.
Mixon trying to power in. Denied. Could not get there. Los Angeles stonewalls him. 2nd and 6. Guyton goes in motion. Bootleg. Herbert, rush coming, slips. Herbert sacked. Back at the 28. Von Bell, first one, and then finished off by Sample. 3rd and 18. Deep drop. Herbert, trouble again. Herbert! It's Hendrickson. And the sack streak remains alive. 8 games in a row. Knee injury for Justin Jones. Not out there right now for LA. Joey Bosa, a head injury. Burrow sets, throws, caught by Chase. In the way they've handled their business. 3rd and 7. Rush coming, and Burrow, a dead duck. Derwin James leading the charge. Adderley there as well.
Herbert lucky to get away with that last throw.
Under a minute to go in the 3rd. 3rd and 13 for LA. Herbert steps. Herbert gets out of it. Throws. Incomplete. It was in the direction of Cook. I'm not sure he knew the ball was coming his way. Bengals go empty from the gun. Burrow. Nice toss to Tyler Boyd.
Look to the right side, the number of bodies for the Bengals.
Extra offensive lineman, Carmen. Oh, Mixon coughs it up, and it's scooped up. Nobody is going to catch him. Tavon Campbell all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
Who popped it free on the cut?
Burrow. Delayed rush. And he's crushed. Tranquil for LA. 4th down.
Have to do it by controlled passes.
Fake the pitch. Herbert throws. And he's got Williams. Catch and run. Those long strides for Mike Williams. So Williams now over 100 yards. 110 on the day. Fake the run. Herbert drives it downfield. Catch made. Guyton nearly gets to the goal line. He lost it at the end of the play, but he's ruled down at the 1. Handoff. Eckler lunges. Touchdown. Chargers. They set it all up through the air, and then Eckler takes it in for the score.
Hot young quarterbacks in this league. Can't wait to watch the others develop.
Burrow trying to get out of there. Cannot. He got swallowed up by Rumpf.
Just got to the quarterback for the first time in his career.
He's listed at 6'3", 225. Burrow throws. Catch. Move by Higgins. And then tackled from the side. Shotgun. Burrow lays it out there. Catch. Cut. Chase. First down.
He takes him with him for a few additional yards.
From the 35. Burrow. Downfield. Hits T. Higgins. Bengals are in business at the 10. Burrow steps up, floats it, intercepted in the end zone by Chris Harris Jr. Huge turnover. Still doing it after all these years. They've asked him to do a lot of different things this year in this defense. Eckler, first down run.
That is the strategy they have to take. They have to hope they can get that done.
Blasted, and Cook did not get there. We got San Francisco coming up then at Denver. Burrow gets out of it, flips it, and Higgins.
Can you win 3 in a row? They haven't done that in a long time. This was the opportunity today.
Gazama comes up short of the first down. Rush. Burrow hit as he throws. Incomplete. Noticeably along the sideline. So Justin Jackson is in on 3rd and 3. Jackson trying to get to the spot. He does. Cincinnati rallied, but the Chargers have had enough. Givens to Jackson. Eckler limped off. And the Chargers have put 41 points on the board. Burrow did crack 300 yards through the air, but a couple of picks. One in the end zone. That's moved by Pirine. And he drives to the 40-yard line. And this matchup belongs to the Chargers. Things get even tighter in the AFC. The Chargers get the win over Cincinnati, 41-22.